Hey everybody, Krisann here, Christmas coach and founder of Christmas Organizing. All right, this is about me putting together my notebook. I tell you all how to do it, but this is kind of like a day in the life of the Christmas coach. And I am working on putting together my notebook. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to set a timer to work for 15 minutes on my notebook. I have this wonderful little Christmas tree timer that Cassandra got me, and I love it, and I'm gonna set it to 15 minutes so that we will stop, because I try to use a timer to work for 10-15 minutes, and that way I'm kind of like, okay, I'm done for today. But if I do it 15 minutes every day, it really breaks it up. So this is our 15 minutes for Krisann's notebook, just following in the day of the life of me. All right, so I have my supplies and I've gathered them up. I have my notebook here. I printed off my cover, so it's in there. And now I'm ready to start putting things in. Well, the first thing I need to do is my tabs. So I have all of my different tabs over here. I have my holiday celebrations, my calendar, the budget. Let's see, let me write this down. Like I said, this is just kind of, you're gonna follow along with me and how I do things and the way it goes. It's not always perfect, so and this is live, so it's just kind of going with the flow. All right, so these are my tabs. I've got, I'll make my little list out again. So we have holiday celebrations. I have calendar, spending or budget. Let me see if I can, I don't exactly have a Sharpie to write on these. These are write on, write off ones, and I can clean them off, and I have done that from the past, but these pens are not writing as well as I would like. So I'm gonna write spending. Okay, so I have my first three done. All right, then let's see. This stuff is, I'm kind of reworking out my my dividers, so I'm having to take some out. Calendar, spending. We're gonna do this for gifts. Okay, and then we have kitchen and home and away. So as you all know from some of my other videos that I have done, telling you about setting up your notebook and everything, that some of the things that I do is I start off with my basic notebook, okay, with just these 6 tabs that I have on here, and then I will expand into other notebooks as I get more and more things. But I take baby steps, which is very important for me to do as we go here, because I am one to get overwhelmed very easily. So that's a tip, is just take it in small little pieces. Don't try to create a big old thing and all these different folders and notebooks ahead of time if that will overwhelm you. Don't let it overwhelm you. That's not the purpose. And that's why I like these that write on, write off, because I can then move these around. So, all right, what all do I have to put behind my different tabs to get things set up? Now, some of these things I took out of my notebook from last year because I still have these items. So this is from my wrapping paper. So this is gonna go behind the gifts. Now, my gift section is not very big yet. And as it gets bigger, I will take things out and put them in a separate notebook. So this is gifts because it's wrapping paper. Okay. And then I have some recipes, so I'm going to put that behind the kitchen tab. This is just some recipes to start out with. I have other recipes that I want to put in, and these may not be the last ones, but these are ones that I know that I need. And look, here's one that even needs a page protector. Last year, Carla, hey Carla, sent out a recipe with each of her Christmas cards, which is really nice. Wasn't anything fancy. It doesn't have to be something fancy, but it was for chicken Devon, or I guess that's how you say it. And it's a favorite of hers, so she sent it out with her Christmas cards. And anyway, so that's one that she sent out. So I need to put it into a page protector as something to try. I've never had chicken Devon. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know. But I'm going to stick it down in here because I will go back later on and look at these and see what I need to move into my to try, as well as what is going to stay. Here is my recipe for my raspberry pepper jelly or jam. I call it a jelly, but it's not technically a jelly because it has the seeds from the, well, not only the seeds, it has whole fruit. It's not just the juice. Jellies are just the juice. Jams, preserves have the fruits in them. And so I changed the name to raspberry pepper jam. Anyway, so one of the things that I did when I was fixing this up last year, I make these and give them as gifts. So I actually did one of my Christmas goodie sheets on the back of it. So the front is the recipe and the back tells me how many each batch makes and how many, and the list of supplies that I will need for it. So I'm gonna stick that in there. And then that's from, okay, so this is my spiced tea, my food planning page for it. So I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna put it in like this right now because it already has holes in it, but I did the same thing. Here's my recipe for my spiced tea mix, and like here on the bottom, I have 48 teaspoons in a cup. One batch is 5 cups, or 240 teaspoons. And then on the back, let's see, that's telling me how much on old prices. I'll have to reevaluate it on new prices. How much a half a cup costs me, how much a cup costs me, how many cups I get per batch, things like that. So that's all really good information to have because I give those as gifts and I need to plan appropriately. All right, so then what do I have? I have orange drop cookies. This was my Grands' recipe. So it's one of the ones I want to make this year and use in our cookies. And then white chocolate cranberry fudge. I got this from a friend of the family from Tennille. She makes this and everybody loves it. It's in my list of to tries. And this one is homemade flavored hot cocoa mix. I have to really do some searching and see if this, first of all, I got to make it to see if it's good. Second of all, I have to add up the cost because it may be way more than what I want to spend. All right. And then here are some recipe card ones that, well, these were for photos or something. I don't know. But I have several different recipes in here that I have not put into something larger that I want to have in there. And there's an extra page protector. Let's see. This is a picture of Santa and me and my daughter when she was younger. And I like to keep it in the front of my book just as some inspiration. So I will stick it up here in the front because I like to see that just, you know, as some inspiration. Oh, I forgot one. Let me grab that page protector back because this goes in the cooking section also. This is for a festive charcuterie board. I picked this up at a event at IKEA last year. And so I wanted to add this in. I'm gonna have to fold it a little bit. And get the right side here. And I'm gonna stick that down in here. They printed it out like on label sheets or something, kind of weird, but it has different things from IKEA to do up for a charcuterie board. I love IKEA. My favorite one to go to is actually in Austria, in Salzburg area, but don't get there often. We do not have an IKEA where I live, but we have some that is within an hour or so drive. So with a little planning, I can work that in. So I'm gonna add that into the kitchen section. So you see my notebook is starting to fill up and I haven't even got a lot of things in there. Okay, and then here's some more kitchen things that I found. These are some different recipes that I like, and these are recipes from my Granz's recipes that I copied down in my own handwriting, and I need to put those over onto something else. So that's what I use. The little pockets here. Hope y'all can see this. I use the little pockets here to put that in to know that I need to do something with that. And then these are some addresses to be put into my Christmas card book, and y'all can find that out on Amazon. It's my Christmas card list. It's a little different than any other kind of address book. It's designed specifically for Christmas cards. We'll be going over that soon one day. I'm gonna stick these down in my gifting section in the front pocket so I know that they are there. And what else do we have? Okay, so here is one of the things, it's the favorite foods interview sheet, which we'll be talking about when we get to the kitchen section. This is for my children and my daughter-in-law, and so I'm gonna put that over in the kitchen section also. I have some more of these to add in, but that I transferred that over from last year. Okay, so from my notebook. So some things I bring over from year to year. All right, what else do I need to have in here? My calendar. So this is my little calendar I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and it goes in the front just so that I can scribble down without getting out my computer and all of that, which I'm going to show you all here soon, my online calendar tutorial of how I do that for my Christmas stuff. Now, under expenses, which I do have spending, it's my spending tab. My spending tab is here. I did up a envelope and punched holes in it so that I could put it in my 3-ring binder, which is a great way. But then I found these, and I love these. These have multiple different little pockets, and then with one big pocket that folds out somewhere here. And so I really am going to use this more for my receipts because I like the idea of keeping it all secured up like this. So whatever you decide on is fine. And if you want to have different little, if you don't want to put it in your spending section, but maybe you want to put it in each section where you have in your gift section and your food section and stuff, so you can keep your receipts separated like that, that is fine and dandy also. I am going to keep this here in case I decide to do something else with it. And I'm going to slide this right into the front pocket of that. And I have the starts to my Christmas notebook. So I hope that this has been informative for you all, kind of getting a chance to see how I do things. And let me tell you again, I love my little rocket book. So be sure to check those out because I was able to write things down as I was planning, and now I can go back and just wipe it off. All right, how much time do we have left? We have like a minute. So I'm going to say goodbye for today, and we're going to keep moving into different sections of the notebook, and I'll take you along as I plan out, there goes the bell, as I plan out my Christmas planner, and you can see how I'm doing it personally, and I'll share some tips and ideas with you. Don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also hit like and leave me a comment or two. I love to know what you all are thinking. If you have questions, things like that, just let me know. I would love to interact with you. And I guess that's it for today. I will see you all later on. And as I like to say, keep calm and jingle on.